Today is a very auspicious day, appearance day of one of the dearmost disciples of Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Thakur, Srila Bhakti Srirup Siddhanti Gosai Maharaj. I will read about him from the article of Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Gosai Maharaj on his disappearance day, so you have to know why he is expressing in this way. Almost all of our God brothers are one by one making their grand departure to join our Sri Guru Pad Padma, who has long since entered the eternal pastimes of the Lord. Each and every one of these God brothers embodied extraordinary and divine specialities. It is impossible to find anyone who can fill the void they have left. Thus, the Gaudiya Vaishnava community has gradually become thoroughly deprived of its precious jewels, and our worshipful Siddhanti Maharaj was one of such effulgent gems. So today is his appearance day, so we have to understand that he has extraordinary and divine specialities and is a precious jewel and worshipable and effulgent gem. The most worshipful Prabhupada had a special desire to publish and circulate Gauriya Vedanta Acharya Srimad Baladevi Debhushan's Sri Gauriya Bhasya commentary on Vedanta Sutra. You know, there was no commentary before on Vedanta Sutra because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that Vyasadeva already wrote. He himself said that Srimad Bhagavatam is commentary to Vedanta Sutra. Author himself gave, so there is no need. But and Jiva Goswami also, he accepted this and he explained some verses of Vedanta Sutra in his Sandarbhas, giving evidences from Bhagavat. But later on, it was by the desire of Supreme Lord. Some Ramanuja Sampradaya devotees, they confused the mind of Jaipur king, who was a Gauriya Vaishnava, that your Sampradaya is not bona fide because you have no commentary to Vedanta Sutra. For every Sampradaya, it is there that has to have commentary on Prasthana Trayi, that is Shruti, that is Upanishads, Smriti, that is Mahabharata, and within it Gita, so mostly Smriti is commentary on Gita must be there, and Nyaya, logic, means Vedanta Sutra, because in Vedanta Sutra it is, this format is like this, that by logical argument and scriptural evidence one arrives to Siddhanta, conclusion, and it is explaining what is the point in Upanishads. So they said your Sampradaya has no commentary to Vedanta Sutra, so you are bogus. You have to take mantra from our Sampradaya, they said to that king. Then he was confused. Then he wrote a letter to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He was at that time topmost Gauriya Vaishnava. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur said he cannot come there, but he sent Baladevi Debhushan, his Shiksha disciple, there, and he said that there is already commentary, Bhagavatam. Then they did not accept. They said, unless you give us commentary to Vedanta Sutra, we cannot accept your Sampradaya. Then they said within this short period of time, some say 7 days, some say 30 days, but both is very short period. So unless you give us, then we don't accept. Then Baladevi Debhushan went to Radha Govinda temple in Jaipur that king was serving. There deities of Rupa Goswami installed. Means he found in that Tila, one hill he excavated. So he was praying, then garland fell from Govinda to his neck, and he understood it is the desire of Supreme Lord that I have to write. Then in dream also he got inspiration. He got first night, and then also second night, and three nights. On the third night, first two were slight something, but on the third night he got all that authorization and also guidelines. That commentary was revealed in his dream. Then he wrote and he presented that Vedanta Sutra commentary, and all were astonished and also silenced. They could not argue further that there is Gauriya have no commentary to Vedanta. So that is very beautiful commentary. And Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Saraswati Thakur wanted that to be published, so Srila Siddhanti Maharaj made that into Bengali. There are two commentaries. One is Baladev Vidyabhushan's original commentary, which he had to write, that is very concise, because short time was there. Very concise. Then later on, Baladev Vidyabhushan himself expanded his own commentary. Some more explanation he gave. So Srila Siddhanti Maharaj translated both commentaries into Bengali, and he also added his own commentary by giving scriptural evidences from Bhagavad Gita, from Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srimad Bhagavatam, evidences to prove that point, that Siddhanta of Vedanta Sutra. What is the conclusion? What is the point? He gave evidences from Bhagavatam and also to show that Siddhanta is same in Vedanta Sutra and in Bhagavatam. Really, Bhagavatam is commentary to Vedanta Sutra that he showed, so he published that in 4 volumes. It is very appreciated. Our Gurudev also said we are indebted to him for this work. Then further here it is stated, as well as the Isha, Kena, Kata, Prashna, Mandukya, Aitareya, Taitiriya, Chandogya, Brihataranyaka, Shvetashvatar, and Gopal Tapani Upanishads. They are principal Upanishads. They are mostly quoted also in Vedanta Sutra. So he also made complete with Anvaya, word-for-word translation. Sorry. Yes, word-for-word translation made. Pujapad Siddhanti Maharaj dedicated himself to fulfilling this cherished desire of our most worshipful Srila Prabhupada, and thus, by accomplishing this great service for the Gauriya Vaishnava community, he became a recipient of Prabhupada's profuse mercy. Gauriya Vaishnavas, they are accepting Bhagavatam as natural commentary, and Jiva Goswami, he showed that, and also other Goswamis, they gave evidences from Bhagavatam. But because Mayavadis, they are not giving importance to Puranas, they are only giving importance to these 3, Prasthanatraya, Shruti, Smriti, that Gita, and Vedanta Sutra. So in order to refute their wrong Mayavad philosophy, you need to know this. For that purpose it is necessary. And like here in this case, for Vaishnava Sampradayas, they have right philosophy, but each has some different way of explaining. Dvaita, Dvaita, and Dvaita, Shuddha Dvaita, Vishishta Dvaita. All are speaking about eternal pure devotion, but in slight different explanations. So, like here, they also did not accept. No, you must have Vedanta Sutra commentary. So Baladev Videbhushan made, and he quoted all Upanishads and also Bhagavatam, and he even spoke about Raganuga Bhakti, showing from Vedanta Sutra verses about the highest goals of the Gauriyas, about Shri, that Lakshmi. They are explaining Lakshmi, but he explained the Radharani. So it is Gauriya commentary, very beautiful. Pujyapat Maharaj appeared but one time in Russia, Voronezh. Our Gurudev was there. Then that Maharaj from Russia, he requested our Gurudev to speak on Vedanta Sutra. Then Gurudev said, this is for the first time in my life I got such a request. It is by the desire of Krishna. Then he said that I did not hear from our Guru Vargas much explaining this topic. So only some important first three sutras he explained. Atato Brahma Jigyasa, then Janma Dhyasayata, means Janma Adi, means creation, maintenance, and destruction are coming from him. Janma Dhyasayata. And third one is Shastra Yonitvat. By Shastra you can know only Supreme Lord, Brahma. And that Ikshatirna Shabdat, that you cannot fully, it is not that you cannot describe Supreme Lord, but it is meant that you cannot completely, fully never describe, because he is unlimited. And the last one, Anavriti Shabdat, Anavriti Shabdat. One will be liberated by Shabda, means by transcendental sound, Vedic sound, transcendental sound of Upanishad. One can be liberated. And in Bhagavatam you have same first verse, Janma Dhyasayata. Last verse is about Nama Sankirtan. One will be freed from all sins and will get highest goal. So it is same, only expression is a little different. And Shabda, there it is stated Shabda, but we are chanting that verse, Nikila Shruti Mouli Ratnamala, Jyoti Nirajita Padapankajanta, Oi Kulair Upasyama, Oi Mukta Kulair Upasyamanam, Paritastam Harinama Sanshriyami. Rupa Goswami wrote that Shabda of Upanishad, personified Shruti, Nikila, all Shruti, Nikila Shruti Mouli Ratnamala, they are doing arati, means they are worshipping Harinam. And all liberated souls, they are worshipping Harinam. So, highest Shabda, means sound, is Harinam. By Harinam, we can be liberated, devotionally liberated. Completely liberated means getting the service, eternal service of Krishna. Pujyapat Maharaj, yes, so Gurudev then told in that Voronezh, Russia, after explaining for 4 days, Then he said, our Siddhanti Maharaj published this, but I don't know whether that is translated into English or not. Then they told him it is not. Then he said, but you should not be disappointed about this, because everything you will get in Bhagavatam. You should go through Bhagavatam. Otherwise you may become confused. So that is for all, generally means we have to hear Bhagavatam. For some, it might be necessary in order to be compassionate to Mayavadis and to other Sampradayas by presenting that also, that Gauriya Vedanta Sutra commentary. Pujapat Maharaj appeared in an aristocratic devotee family in the Barishal district of East Bengal on 22nd October 1906, on the 5th day of the waxing moon during the holy month of Kartik, means today. He first came to the lotus feet of the most worshipful Srila Prabhupada in Kolkata in January 1924. In March of that same year, on the auspicious occasion of Shri Gaur Purnima, he received Mahamantra and Mantra Diksha initiation from Srila Prabhupada and was given the name Shri Siddha Swarup Das. Being completely captivated with Krishna, he joined the Math at a very young age when he was still in school. However, according to the desire of his parents and elderly family members, he was ordered to return to his home and finish his studies. After quickly completing his schooling, he returned to the Math sometime around February in 1928 and to the utmost degree dedicated his life to the service of his Sri Guru Path Padma. Srila Prabhupada and the Vaishnavas under Srila Prabhupada's guidance were immensely pleased by Sri Siddha Swarup Dasa's sincere service efforts. As tokens of Srila Guru Path Padma's pleasure, he was awarded the Sri Gaur Ashirvad titles, that is Gaur blessing on that Gaur Purnima day title, Upadeshak, that is instructor, then later Mahopadeshak, great instructor, and Vidyavagish, master of knowledge and speech, by the Navadip Pracharini Sabha. As a brahmachari, he accompanied expert senior Tridandi sannyasis like Tridandi Swami Srimad Bhakti Pradip Tirtha Maharaj, Tridandi Swami Srimad Bhakti Vek Bharati Maharaj, Tridandi Swami Srimad Bhakti Rakak Shidhar Maharaj, and Tridandi Swami Srimad Bhakti Hridoy Bon Maharaj to various places in Bengal, Bihar, Orissa, Madras, Andhra Pradesh, and West India. He also preached in many places with Nityalila Pravishta Param Pujapat Tridandi Swami Srimad Bhakti Daita Madhav Gosai Maharaj, who during the manifest time of Sri Srila Prabhupada was known as Vagmi Pravar, Shripad Hayagriv Brahmachari. Gradually, by the grace of Sri Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas, he emerged as a distinguished speaker. Those members of the aristocracy who were earnest and appreciative became deeply attracted to his fearless and potent expositions of the proper verdicts of Scripture. Although he was severely opposed by several narrow-minded atheists who interpreted his words as an attack on their interests, he never hesitated to expound the truth, which dispels the gaul of illusion, in accordance with the ancient tradition of those who have heard it from an authoritative source. So always speaking truth, because they are established in truth and they know that is beneficial. You cannot sway them they will not move. For this reason, he became the recipient of the most worshipful Srila Prabhupada's profuse mercy. In 1941, Pujapat Siddha Swarup Brahmachari Prabhu accepted sannyas from our god brother Sri Bhakti Vigyan Ashram Maharaj and adopted the name Tridandi Sami Srimad Bhakti Srirup Siddhanti Maharaj. In each of his 3 mats, the Pujari devotees worship unprecedentedly beautiful deities of Sri Sri Guru Gaurango Radha Govinda Jiu. Additionally, the walls are adorned with striking depictions of Sri Gaur Lila, Sri Krishna Lila, and Sri Ram Lila that capture the essence of the scriptural teachings. Simply by viewing these depictions, earnest viewers receive the fortune of accumulating much knowledge of the proper verdicts of the scriptures. So then he's speaking about disappearance. So our Gurudev also told we are indebted for this his service. He published these Upanishads with the commentaries and Vedanta Sutra. And our Gurudev also mentioned this, that he saw in his mat after Arati, the one devotee will give Jayadvani after Arati, and all others are very attentively responding with the Jai. No one is looking here and there or like this. Like you see in some are more attentive, some are less. But here everyone very attentive and loudly they are saying Jai. Then Gurudev asked, how is it that then they told, because our Gurudev, he told us that whoever will not say Jai, means in response, that night or that day he will not get prasad. So everyone were very attentive and loudly saying, so that Gurudev will hear if he's in the room, that all are saying. So Gurudev said there was strict discipline in his mat. That is out of compassion. He gave such rules because Jayadvani is most important. Without the grace of Guru Vaishnava Bhagavan, you cannot engage in any service of Supreme Lord. So you have to pray for their grace. Jai means victory to them, means they should conquer me, make me their own, and engage me in their service. So Gurudev noticed this. So today, Srila, there is one mat very near, his mat is very near to our Calcutta mat. On today's day, all our brahmacharis, they will go there for a feast and hearing the glories of Maharaj. And one is in Navadip, one is in Puri. So I am remembering Srila Maharaj. I saw his photo only and bowing down to his lotus feet and praying for his causeless mercy. And we are hearing Upadesamrita. We finished the first verse commentary, and then this song is also added here. Yesterday I told, like Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote these songs which are expressing Shikastaka of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which we are singing now during Kartik month. For 8 verses of Shikastaka in Sanskrit, Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote 8 songs expressing that point. Similarly, for Upadesamrita, he also wrote songs. but it is not for all verses. You will see. So here, this song, yesterday I read, Korihe prapanche porya agoti hoya nadeki upayar. Agotiro goti charane sharan tomai korinu sar. O Lord, having fallen into the material world and became depraved, I see no other way. Shelter at your feet is the only shelter for the fallen. I have accepted you as my be-all and end-all. Karama gyan kichu nahi mor, sadan bhajan nai. Tumi kripa moy, ami to kangal, ahoitu ki kripa chai. I have no piety, no karma, or knowledge, gyan. I have no practice or service. You are merciful and I am most needy. I pray for your unconditional mercy. Vakya mano bek, kroda jiva vek, udara upasta vek. Milya esop sangsara bhasai, diteche paramodvek. The urges of speech, the mind, anger, the tongue, the belly, and the genitals have united together, cast me adrift in the ocean of material existence, and caused me terrible distress. Oneko jatane se sab damane chari achi asha ami. Anatero nat dakitabanam ekono bharasatumi. After many endeavors to subdue them, I have given up hope. O Lord of the helpless, I call your name. You are my shelter now. And yesterday I also told that just recently on our mail we received the translation of our Gurudev of this song. Gurudev wrote, whatever we suffer in this world is due to the fruits of our own misdeeds. Nobody is to be blamed for this. Everybody in this material world comes in contact with unfavorable circumstances. This reminds me of the very valuable pity teachings of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in a very vivid way in his writing Sharanagati. This is one song of Sharanagati. He has said in his writing, Hori he prapanche porya agoti hoya nadiki upay ar. So Gurudev's translation of this song. O Supreme Lord Shri Hari, being helpless due to the fall in the pit of tremendous worldly suffering, I am at a loss to find out a way to get out of it. I take shelter at your lotus feet because you are the only resort of a miserable and helpless person like me. I have got no qualities by which you can grace me. I have got no good deeds, no knowledge, no quality of performing devotional forms and worshipping you. I am devoid of all qualities, but only hope for me is that you are all merciful, graceful. I am a destitute. I can only pray your causeless mercy, because there is nothing by which you can grace me. There I have no qualities, so I am praying for your causeless mercy. I am immersed in the ocean of births, deaths, and threefold afflictions, being drifted by the forces of evil words, evil mind, anger, relishing delicious food, and also forces of desires to fill the stomach with good dishes and for sex enjoyments. So these are these 6 urges. Vacho, Vek, Manasa, Kura. So Gurudev said evil words, because not all words are bad. Evil words are bad, those which are not connected with the service of Krishna, and evil thinking in mind. But positive thinking is there. We have to think about Radha Krishna. Anger is also wrong anger and proper anger. To those who are hostile to devotees, you can use anger properly, and relishing delicious food either for enjoyment or you honor Krishna's prasad, and filling the stomach, like too much we heard, we have to accept as much as necessary for our service, and also fasting on fasting days, and sex enjoyments. Then we heard here that for renunciates it means total removal, but for householders, according to scriptural injunctions or according to Guru's guidance, but illicit is prohibited, and illicit has many types. They are described there. So that is prohibited, that is detrimental. So further Gurudev says, I am tremendously tormented by these evil desires. I am trying my utmost to control these evil propensities, but I am undone. I have lost all hopes. You are the Lord of the helpless. I am calling you. I can only depend on you. There is nobody else to rescue me. Then Gurudev wrote, these words of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur are applicable to me and also to other sincere souls who want to be rescued. So if we can pray sincerely, then we will be rescued. And there is one example. I personally heard from him, and later on also I asked him to clarify certain things, so it is a fact. One, he came to our Gurudev in early time, like one of the first disciples of our Gurudev, and he was young, and he joined the mat and was serving as brahmachari, and everything was fine going on. Then one day, like out of curiosity, with some others, they showed to one palm reader about their like future karma, all this. Then that man said to this brahmachari, you at the age of 30 you will get married. It is confirmed. You cannot avoid. Then he became worried, and then he went to another one, and that another one said same thing. Yes, it is confirmed. Then also astrological calculation and everything. Three. Also astrology, he said same thing. It is sure. It is there in your chart at the age of 30. Then he was very much worried. Then he was also serving in our Chagda mat in Jagannath, the temple. So when the age of 30 came, then he told me, then I felt such urge, like last desires, such urge, it was unbearable. And then I was attentively trying to do all my duties in the mat, but that did not go away. I tried, but did not go away. Then I started also, after some time, I started to pray to Nrsingadev, but still it did not go away. But when I was repeatedly praying to Nrsingadev, then I got from Rishingadev that idea that I should tell to Gurudev. I should take his shelter. So then he wrote one letter to Gurudev, and usually it took like 1 week generally for Gurudev to reply. That letter will come. But this time it came very early back. So this devotee, he expressed fully to Gurudev what is going on. And that I am trying, but I am unable. I am trying to do all services attentively, and this is happening. Fully openly he disclosed everything. Then Gurudev wrote back in the letter that you are sincere, you are simple-hearted, you expressed yourself without anything hiding or pretending, you openly. That is Vaishnavism. Simplicity, Prabhupada Bhakti Thakur in one he wrote, simplicity is equal to Vaishnavism. One who is sincere, frank, honest. So you expressed openly, so I'm happy with that. And then Gurudev told him, you see this song. Hari hai, prapanche parya agoti hoya, na dekhi upay ar. You deeply, you see, think this song. Here it is mentioned that I fell in material existence and there is no means, and these 6 forces, they are dragging me. And I tried, but I was unsuccessful. So I have no one. Ekono Varasa to me, now you are my only hope. I'm calling you. So by receiving this reply from Gurudev and this song, then with that strength which came from Gurudev, he was applying this song in his life. That I could not, so I am now only calling you, Krishna, you can rescue me. So sincerely, if someone can pray like it is said in this song, he got that strength by the grace of Gurudev. So then he said, I was practicing what Gurudev told me. Then that went away and it was okay. Then later on he showed after some time, or that person came to the, I think he came and he said, oh, you are still here. You did not marry? I said, no. Then you show me. Then it was changed on his hand. So it is possible by the will of Krishna. Prarabdha karma no one can change. Aprarabdha karma you can purify, but prarabdha karma no one. With karma gyan you cannot. You can get some relief from some sinful reactions like this, but prarabdha karma you cannot remove, only with pure devotion. If Krishna wants to change, then it is possible. With pure devotion you can. Our Gurudev told there, some were asking that we went to some astrologers and they gave very bad predictions for my son. And then we went to another and they're all like this. Then Gurudev said that yes, it is seen that different astrologers will give slightly different interpretations, but it can also change when someone grows up. And Gurudev said that with pure devotion, by pure chanting, even prarabdha karma can be changed, which cannot be by any other means. So we have to give importance on this. So here it is proof that devotee is still living. Now you can ask him. He told me directly, it is fact. So if someone, by the grace of pure devotee, by that inspiration, like our Gurudev, really can pray like it is expressed in this song, then Krishna will rescue you, surely. Or like we sang before this recording started, O Vaishnav Thakur. O he Vaishnav Thakur, Doyar Sagar, El se Koruna Kori. Diya Pada Chaya, Shodokhe Amai, Tomara Charana Dhori. Then Chaya Bega Domi, Chaya Dosha Shodhi, Chaya Guno Deho Dase. This is also based on Upadesamrita. First verse is this. 6 beg, 6 urges. You, Vaishnav, you please help me to control this. And Chaya Dosha Shodhi, you purify me of 6 faults, which we'll hear now in the second verse, which are 6 faults which will destroy Bhakti. And Chaya Guno Deho Dase, you give me the 6 good qualities which are will nourish devotion. We will find this in the third verse of Upadesamrita. And Chaya Satsanga Deho Heamare Bosechi Sangeroshe. I am sitting here in your association with this desire to have this 6-fold association with you. That is in the 4th verse of Upadesamrita. Dadati pratikrihnati guhyamakati. So by the grace of Vaishnava, we can follow Upadesamrita, Sadhu Sangha. So then, second verse. Atyahara prayasascha prajalpo niyamagraha jana sangascha laulyancha sadbir bhaktir vinashyati. Over accumulation, over endeavor, unnecessary talk, misapplication of rules, association with non-devotees, and fickle-mindedness, devotion is destroyed by these 6 faults. The Chaya Dosha Shodhi. Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur first is explaining in song. Atyahara prayasa prajalpa jana sanga laulyadi niyamagraha hole bhakti bhed. When over accumulation, over endeavor, unnecessary talk, association with non-devotees, fickle-mindedness, and misapplication of rules occur, devotion becomes obstructed. Griha tyagi joner sanchay atyahar. Odik sanchari grihi vaishnavero char. For renunciants, any accumulation is atyahar. Any. He should live like day by day, by begging. For renunciants, any accumulation is atyahar. And for householder devotees, excessive accumulation is bad. That will be later explained. Householder can save some for future necessities, but not too much. Excessive accumulation is bad. Bhakti anukul noy se sob udyam. Prayas namete tar prakash pisham. All endeavors that are not favorable to devotion are called prayas. Occurrences of them are condemnable. We explained what is the meaning. Now only he's giving translation like Gramya Katha Prajalpa Namete Parichoy Moter Chanchalya Lolya Asat Trishna Moy. Village talk is called Prajalpa. Restlessness of the mind produced by material desire is called Lolya. Bishoi Josit Songi Tat Songi are Mayavadi Dharma Daji Nastik Prakar Se Sob Asat Sangha Bhakti Honikar Honikor Bhakti Honikor. Yes, I'm thinking Bengali. Bishesh Jatne Sei Sangha Pori Har. Materialists, those who are attached to the opposite sex, their companions, illusionists, that is Mayavadis, religious hypocrites, and atheists. The association of such persons is destructive to devotion. With great care, avoid all such associations. So Bishoi, Joshit Sangi, and those who are attached to, those who are associating with Joshit Sangi, they are not directly, but they are associating with them. They are also to be given up. Mayavadi Dharma Daji Nastik. Nastik atheist, Dharma Dvaji means those who are a hypocrite. They outwardly they show the signs of religion, but they are trying to exploit people in the name of religion. They are not actually religious, but only for the sake of getting donations and name and fame, they are doing that. Niyam agraha are niyam agraha. So first is niyam agraha are niyam agraha. You see here only one A, long or short, is totally different meaning. So in Bengali, I'm reading niyam agraha. Here is short A. Are niyam agraha. Dviprakar doshai bhakta gala graha. The faults of both being negligent of rules and being obsessive about rules are burdens to devotees. Eke swadikar goto niyam barjan are onyo odikar niyam grohan. In one, there is rejection of the rules meant for one's stage, and in the other, there is adherence to the rules meant for stages other than one's own. So here finishes Bengali introduction to this commentary by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Tomorrow we will hear his prose commentary.